Well, if you woke up and you were the CEO of Yahoo, how would you revitalize the company from Robert?
Well, I mean, look, I think what I would do is, truthfully, a lot of M&A, mergers and acquisitions. I would go and look at the Anchors and the Musical.lys and the after schools and the things that are emerging in the marketplace and realize that what I have is a business model that is cold or not working as well and not rolling. And so that's what I have an issue in. What I have an advantage in is that I have dollars and assets and money from Alibaba and other places that I can deploy. And so I think when your core business is not driving upward mobility and growth in your company, the thing you do is you leverage that asset to try to build up your future. And so my answer would be M&A. And I think, to Marissa's credit, the current CEO, and I have a lot of respect for her, and I think it was a tough gig that she jumped into, she went out and did that and bought Tumblr for a big nut. And to me, in hindsight, if she would have been able to buy Instagram instead of Facebook buying it, though I'm sure Kevin wouldn't have sold to Yahoo the way he would have to Facebook, but there was definitely, I do believe that when Marissa became the CEO, there was probably a moment there where she could have bought Snapchat for $1 billion or $2 billion, but then the question becomes, when you buy these hot things on the way up, do they stop becoming those hot things once they go and get cashed out and there's not the same energy? And so the other thing I would have thought about is hardware. I'm very obsessed right now with the notion of hardware. I think Facebook should absolutely, don't worry about the costs. I think that Facebook should absolutely make a television, for example. And so I think Yahoo could have made a television, could have made a Netflix competitor. I didn't like your reaction there, Eddie. Worry about the cost. And so the biggest thing I would say to all of you, to make this a little bit more relevant to so many that watch, why don't you focus on the following? If you're in a business that has a situation where it's not growing as well, you need to kind of disrupt yourself and try to make new revenue angles and try to do different things. If you stay the course and try to do incremental things that grow your business, that becomes a vulnerability. So if you're in a 3 to 4 year funk where your business is flat, you have to really change the business, not just do what you're doing a little bit better. For example, Wine Library, one thing I've always debated, that if we capped out our growth in the wine stuff, is to really build out Gourmet Library and become like a supermarket and sell cheese and gourmet meats and things of that nature. That's a big change than just doing wine selling a little bit better, doing a little bit better on the email service, adding a couple more selections or changing the pricing strategy on the core business. So if I was Yahoo CEO a year ago, and just trying to grow the business, not taking any of the Wall Street dynamics into play, which Marissa had to, I would have done very drastic things and hardware would have been at the forefront. I think phones are too hard. I think televisions are easier. And so what I would have done is I would have made a Yahoo television that was unbelievable, would have bought a TV producing company that makes TVs, put Yahoo at the forefront of the brand, and then build an over-the-top Netflix-like business and produce original content that would have driven into there. Because look, Amazon and Netflix are now making some of the best television in the world. That means anybody can. Facebook, Snapchat, anybody can. And that's what I've done. I would have probably then reached out to this guy named GaryVee and had give him a late night show. That would have worked.